Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to all of you. My name is Muhammad Hafid bin Nasri and my Matrix card number is 33DPE20F2025. Now we'll proceed with my topic of today, which is safe workplace environment and ergonomics. Today I will be guided by my lecturer, which is Dr. Mazlina binti Magister. Proceeding on. So first of all, let me show you a little quote from a famous man, which is Neil Armstrong. He once said, "Your best quote that reflects your approach is one small step for man and one giant leap for mankind." So proceeding on. So let's talk about the definition for a safe workplace environment first of all. So safe workplace environment will take every practical measure made to make the shop floor level safe for every workers to be present, considered to as a safe working environment. That's the definition of safe workplace. So why this is important? The work environment should always encompass accident theories, assist in the identifying dangerous aspect in the organization, and provide guidance for helpful arrangement. So, therefore, such effort should be theory-driven, but also the equipment and resources that employees use while doing their jobs should be easily accessible. That's the definition of safe environment. To make it long story short, safe work environment is basically a safe workplace so that employees that can do their job easily without knowing them they are in harm. So, proceeding on, in order air qualities and respiratory level. This is because indoor air quality, this is important because, the air quality within around the building and structure especially is related to the health and comfort building occupants, so the employees basically. So good indoor air quality which has no unwanted gases such as carbon dioxide or particles such as dust in a concentration which will advise affect with someone. So this would also affect their health condition if this will not take in measurable. So ways to maintain a good indoor air quality, or in short term IAQ. So keep off pace. So basically the around the building in clean condition. Always you could add an air purifier, or you could change your filter, such as the filter of the aircon, so to make the air quality much more greater. So proceeding on. So lighting and sightness. So basically, a good lighting and sightness will increase the visual performance and visual comfort of every employee. So this is suitable when you have a suitable good lighting. You can improve, like I just said, you can improve your work performance and reduce accident at workplace. So things to avoid, while this is a basic factor, avoid excessive lighting or poor lighting, which also can lead to many to such a problem, which is health disease. For example, when you exposed to excessive light, you could have glare, headaches, or stress. And when you exposed to poor lighting, your eyes are basically stressed out, which called eye strain. So proceeding on, the temperature and humidity. This is important in a good safe environment in the workplace, is because a good temperature is basically determined by a number of elements such as temperature, humidity, air depression, personal preference, and acclimatization. So a good temperature is basically a room temperature, not too hot, not too cold, and humidity is basically to make the employees breathable. And when you have low humidity, you are much more harder to breathe. And air depression and personal preference is on the employees itself. So ways to help this is basically putting a thermometer in the room so they can see and they can observe the temperature which is in the room itself. So proceeding on, acceptable noise level and hearing. So when you are exposed to a long exposure of intensive noise, your ears could result into a permanent damage, which will result into a lost hearing. So this is things that employees should be encrypted. Is basically encrypted with uh, a equipment, noise preventing equipment. The ways we can see is, for example, we can suggest them to wear earplugs or even the active noise reduction headsets. So this is a few, we can see 4 steps down that. We can see that this is a few of the ways to overcome the problem. So proceeding on. So let's talk about ergonomics. So first of all, ergonomics is basically the way to study how to suit a task for a person. Designing a workstation and tools to reduce work-related muscular disorders. So basically, to reduce back pain and anything else within that order. So to help workers to stay healthy, convenience to reduce or eliminate high costs associated with MSD. So before I proceed with the next slide, let me talk about the principle of ergonomics. So principle of ergonomics in this topic should be the seating of the chair is basically to reduce excessive force on the employees, to make the employees work in a comfort zone, retaining uh, retaining any joints at a neutral posture so that the employees will not get back pain, and also work to reduce excessive force on the back. So proceeding on. So here are the 3 pictures of a good ergonomics. On the first picture, we can see a woman sitting on a normal chair in a good way posture of sitting. So on the second picture, we can see a man sitting on sit stand seat, and the third picture we can see a couple sitting on a suspended seat. So these all are a good ergonomics ways they are sitting. So proceeding on. These are a few bad ergonomics. So first of all, the man sitting on a yoga ball. So we can see the amount of stress built up on his back basically will increase the back pain, and in a long period. So these three pictures will relate it in a long period of pain. So we can see on the second picture, we can see a man putting all his weight on the table and retaining his neck to build up stress. And the third picture, we can see a girl lying on the ground. So basically, it's the same theory as the man sitting on the table, retaining its stress on the neck, and making the neck much more pain, and resulting also in the back pain also. This is why bad ergonomics is bad for you. So proceeding on, principle of pertaining to seating in the workstation. So in this topic, we will analyze a workstation equipment, furniture, work environment, job procedures, and any special needs that staff may have needed to be accessed. In a well-designed workstation, staff should be comfortable in any height or position to complete their work. So as we can see down below, this is a model of a chair which is suitable for any employees that may work in an office. So we can see there is insists of much, rather more than 6 basically, but I already put here only 6. So we can see the seat, backrest, armrest, footrest, mobility, and durability. So this is our major factor, factor to our design of sitting for a good ergonomics posture. So proceeding on, so workplace environment, workplace risk. So some workplace are pose greater dangers to others or environment. Others have the capability to conduct risk assessment and preventing measure to protect employees' safety. So first of all, we can at least see the segmental vibration. The segmental vibration affects only part of a section of the body. For example, we can see down and below, the workers are operating a jack chainsaw, chipping equipment, and also a jackhammer. This will make them exposed to segmental vibration on their hands. So this will affect them in a long period of time. So the segmental vibration is basically the vibration on a part of the body of the human body. Okay, proceeding on. Heat stress. So most of the heat stress we can see, for example, we can see in a fire suit fighter. The heat stress is basically when the body is unable to cool itself by sweating. That will always have a related illness such as heat cramp, heat exhaustion, heat rash, and heat stroke, because of the body could not cool itself and being exposed into a heat area in the suit basically. So, proceeding on, other than heat stress, you could have also a cold stress. A cold stress is a body response to cold temperature with result heat loss from the portion of the body such as feet, hands, limbs, and head. So most of this cold stress will affect the people sitting in a specific area such as Antarctica, working there in a cold environment. So most common illness being suffered by this among our employees are basically they could have hypothermia, frostbite, and trench foot. So proceeding on, we can see that whole body vibration. So whole body vibration is a generic term used when vibration of any frequency is transferred to the human body. This is basically exposed to people to workers who drive trucks. So because this not drive truck, they drive mobile machines that will give a full body vibration. So the ways to reduce or minimize the whole body vibration is basically first minimize the transport good or materials with manned machine. Replace the unmanned machine or convoyers, and third, utilize the ergonomic work equipment and better design. So basically, we can change the better tires for better terrains, and consider this decision involving vehicle seat and tires carefully. Like I just said, it's almost the same as the economic work equipment and better design. For example, the truck itself, we can change. So I guess that's all from now. Thank you very much for listening and have a great day. Thank you.